Hey everybody! So today I'm going to be doing a tutorial that has a really cheesy name, and I'm calling it the Arabian sunset eye look, which is definitely cheesy, but I think it fits. Basically, I've got some, why am I pointing to the side? I've got Melon on my inner corner and up into the eyelid, and then I've just got some orange and some cranberry in the crease and my antiqued color. And then I complemented this with super smudgy lined eyes, hence the Arabic part. And I think it's a really fun look. I think it's really pretty. There are noises in the hallway. There will be throughout the video, I'm assuming. But I hope that you enjoy it and stay tuned to see the tutorial. Thank you for watching. Okay, so I've got on all of my concealer and foundation, and I'm going to go in, and as usual, I'm going to use my Urban Decay Primer Potion in Sin all over my eyelids. And I like to put this all the way up to the brow, but I like to put it on the eyelid and then just kind of bring it up higher to the brow. And then I bring it below the tear duct area as well. Okay, now that I've got on my primer, I'm going to be using two cream shadows for the powder shadows to stick to. The first is this number 700 Rimmel You Rock eyeshadow in 700 Zest. And I just like to swirl it in the middle of these colors. It's three separate colors, but it comes out to like an orangey color that's sort of gold. And I'm just going to apply this all over the eyelid, but not above the crease. And I'm going to bring it below the eyelid a little bit as well. So that's what I'm going to do on the eyelid itself. And then I'm going to use this Revlon Cream Color Quad. This one is in 730 Skin Lights. And I'm going to use this white shade, or like cream shade, below my eyebrows. And you can kind of use any highlight you want for this. I just like the way that this looks in combination with the powder that I'm going to use. I use this in I used this in one of my videos a couple days ago, and I really like the combination, so I've kind of been gravitating toward that. I've got to do the other side. Now over the white or creamish shade that I just applied, I'm going to use this off-white color from my Color Stay Mineral Eyeshadow Sunlit Jade Quad, and this is from Revlon. And I'm just going to pick this up on a dense eyeshadow brush and press it over where I just applied the cream color. Now I'm going to use my slanted eyebrow brush and my Maybelline Quad in 02 Natural Smokes, which looks like this. And I'm going to use this darkest shade here to fill in my brows. And the next thing I want to do is add my all-over eyeshadow color. And for this I'm going to be using the MAC Pigment in Melon. This is that's upside down. This is a sample size from starsmakeuphaven.com. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use a concealer brush. This is from Sephora. It doesn't have a specific name, or yes it does, number 45 concealer. Very creative. And I'm just going to dip this into water because I want to use this pigment wet. And then I'm just going to take all of the excess water and kind of dot it onto the back of my hand. You can just dot it onto a napkin or tissue or whatever you want. Just take off some of that excess moisture because you want the brush to be wet but not soaking. And so I'm just going to take my pigment here and dip it in. So I'm just applying this to the inner corner of my eye and then bringing it down below the tear duct area. Okay, now that I've gotten on all of my Melon and have taken down my hair because it was really bothering me, I'm going to go in with this L'Oreal Hip Duo. This one is in Playful number 838, and I'm going to be using a Victoria Jackson brush. This one's really little, but I like it because it gives me a lot of control, and the bristles are super fluffy. It's a really nice brush. I'm just going to take this orangey color here. As you can see, it's kind of like a pink coral orange, not a true orange. But I'm just going to get that on the brush, And I'm going to tap this into the center of my eyelid, kind of meeting where I applied that Melon. But I'm not going to take this all the way out. I'm just layering this pretty thickly in the middle. Okay, now that I've got that middle color on, I'm going to be using two shades from MAC. The first is this color, which is Cranberry. The other one is Antiqued. It's sort of just like a rusty brown. I'm going to be using that same brush that I used for the orange shade. And I'm going to start out by using the Cranberry. And I'm just going to dip that in there. And I'm going to go from where I laid down the orange on the edge all the way out, creating a V, or sideways V, I should say. And I want to kind of blend that into the orange that I set down. And I'm going to kind of bring that shade down to below my eyes as well. Okay, now I've got all of the Cranberry on. So now I'm just going to be dipping that same eyeshadow brush into my Antiqued to give this a slightly more natural effect. And I'm just going to be going over everywhere where I already applied the Cranberry shade. Now I'm just going to take a blender eyeshadow brush and blend those colors together. For the most part, I want to leave the Melon shade alone just because I want to let that gold color really shine through, but these colors I'm just kind of blending, softening up lines. Now I'm going to be taking my 266 eyeliner brush from MAC and my Blacktrack Fluidline, and I'm just going to dip that in there and line all of my upper lash line, and then I'm going to be also lining my lower lash line and bringing that onto the waterline as well, and then I'm going to kind of smudge everything on the bottom out. Okay, so I've got on all of my gel liner, and as you can see, it's a bit different from how I usually apply it, in that, first of all, the wing is significantly longer than normal. Also, I focused less on precision and more on making the look super smoky. Down on the bottom lash line, I smoked it out quite a bit and applied it to my waterline, and then up here I kind of smudged it as well. Now I want to do my eyelash curling and apply my mascara, and for this I'm using my favorite mascara, Maybelline XXL Pro 24-Hour Bold in black. And if you want, you can also apply false lashes. I'm willing to bet that would look super good with this look, just because the eyeliner is so dramatic. But for me, I don't know, it's a weekday. Alright, now to complement my eyeshadow color, I'm going to be using this Rimmel London blush, and this is in 02 Spicy Nude. It's one of my favorites. And I'm just going to be using a small blush brush, but anything that you want to use for this is good. Anything that works for you. I'm going to smile and just sweep that onto the apples of my cheeks and then out. So now I'm going to be using my Clinique Up Lighting Liquid Illuminator in 01 Natural, and I'm just going to dot this over where I applied the blush and swirl that into the skin all the way up here. Dot just one dot of this onto my nose, bring it down the center, and that'll just make my whole face look a lot brighter. Now my final step is going to be lipstick, and for this I'm going to be using Urban Decay's lipstick in Confession, which looks in the tube like this crazy purple color, but I just like to dab this onto my lips, and I just like to rub it in to like a sheer finish. Well, that concludes the tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this will be helpful to somebody, or that you just enjoyed watching it, and be sure to check out my other videos. Thanks so much. See you later. Bye.